do boom boom do 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 boom boom do 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 pa 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 do 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 do. Hey, 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 all you hip chicks and hip cats. Time to get started. Well, once again, I don't know if there's going to be anyone on this live with me, but we'll wait and see. I did not get anything much done in the way of PR, except I did get a very late letter out to my email list. And, it's Thursday afternoon at 4 o'clock, so who knows? We'll just see. This will be for posterity if no one else can come. Anine Bonjour, Catherine M. Thompson, Indigenous Cause, Gawin Ingidensa, I can't get that one today. St. Thomas, Ontario, and Dunjaba, Megwa, Burlington, and Dinda. So I wanted to start with the fact that this cat's meow sits on the credit. I'm all tongue-tied today. This is terrible. The cat's meow sits on the treaty territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and 6 nations of the Grand River, as well as the traditional territories of the Anishinaabe Nation, Haudenosaunee and Wendat Confederacies. That's the Anishinaabe Nation. Good heavens, what's going on? And the lands of many other Indigenous people who passed through or who called and still call this land their home. This territory is part of the Dish with One Spoon Treaty, an agreement between the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, and allied nations to peaceably share and care for the resources around the Great Lakes. In making this statement, I acknowledge and honor that these lands carry the truth of the lives that were taken and the agreements that were broken, and the wisdom of ancestors whose spirits live on in the soil, vegetation, and animals. In stepping on this land, we seek both forgiveness and permission from these ancestors to honor and respect all who are here now and all who have yet to come, recognizing that in many ways these lands remain restricted from teaching, resources, and development in partnership with Indigenous peoples. We are grateful for the opportunity we have to work, to live on, and to benefit from this land. And I'm sorry, totally tongue-tied. That's what I get for not talking much during the day. So, it was a bit of a scramble to get this all ready again. As you know, my time is a bit restricted, and I had to go and get some physiotherapy on my little broken finger, which is not broken anymore, but the idea of this band is that it will force other tendons and ligaments in my finger to work when I try to stretch it, because right now there's no pain, but it won't straighten. So this is Thursday, October 27th, 2022, and until the end of this year, Cat's Meow will be every other Thursday at 4 p.m. on my YouTube channel, Catherine M. Thompson, Cat's Cupboard, via eCam. Adrian Salisbury eCam YouTube Academy is week after next, and I'm going to, check into it when I can and learn a little bit more about it. So if you log in to my YouTube channel, if you log into YouTube, you can like and share and comment on this live, and then later in the comments section on the video. But if you do not have a login to YouTube, I believe you can just watch and enjoy it, and let me know about that. No one has told me what the situation is. So, just a minute. Here we go again with the D. So, it's almost my birthday, my milestone birthday. I will be 75 on Sunday. Geez, hold on, folks. I guess what happens is that when I'm running around writing out things and copying things and searching things and getting ready to do the show and bringing things upstairs and setting up, I don't take enough time to drink water, and I certainly should do that. So, yes, it is my milestone birthday on Sunday, and I will be 75. So what's the plan? Well, I may have time to go live again on Sunday. It may be on Zoom, whatever it is that I decide to do. And it may not be anything. There simply might not be any time because we do have to drive into Toronto again on Sunday afternoon. But I will send a link to my email list and to my family if we're going to do a Zoom, and to maybe some other friends. Do let me know if you'd like to know about that. And then the day after, Monday, October 31st, is Halloween, which is my favorite annual celebration. I lived for Halloween when I was growing up. I wasn't quite one of those kids that decided, like, in November to plan my Halloween costume for the following year. In fact, a lot of times it was very extemporaneous. But it was, it was kind of more important than my birthday. And traditionally, we would have one friend for dinner. Had a big family, so everybody be around the table. And my mom would put coins in the chocolate cake, which she baked in a big skillet on the top of the stove. It was just an amazing cake, and no one has the recipe, which is really too bad. Yeah, so it is October, so I'm going to sing Breathtaking Gown. It's on Celtic Cat. I do sing it on Celtic Cat, and it is my song of the seasons. So here we go. I've got this all set up, I hope. I'm just gonna get things going. Here we go. Trees in the forest. Well, if this isn't a show of false starts, eh? Oh my God. We will start in the spring. The trees are bursting with blossoms. Birds have returned, and their songs fill the sky. Fields are fresh turned, and the grasses are greening. Time for the planting, for springtime is nigh. All dewy the dawnings, all misty the mornings. The sun sets in glory each night o'er the town. Each sign speaks of summer and whispers it's coming, while nature greets life in a breathtaking gown. All dewy the dawnings, all misty the mornings. The sun sets in glory each night o'er the town. Each sign speaks of summer, it whispers it's coming, while nature greets life in a breathtaking gown. Grasses have dried and stand golden and brown. Corn streamers rustle all crisp in the breezes. Fall is at hand and the leaves are come down. All clear are the dawnings, all fresh are the mornings. The sun sets in glory each night o'er the town. Each sign speaks of winter, but speaks with such splendor that nature greets death death in a breathtaking gown. All clear are the dawnings, all fresh are the mornings. The sun sets in glory each night o'er the town. Each sign speaks of winter, but speaks with such splendor that nature greets death in a breathtaking gown. So that is Breathtaking Gown, my song of the seasons, and yeah, and I've sort of got past whatever was going on there, and that's probably the last time I'll sing it for a while, but it is perfectly appropriate for October. If you look behind me, you can see which was a bit more rusted in that last week is now those leaves have fallen. It's just yellow, and we also have a visitor. I don't know if we can see him. I have to turn around this way. Oh, okay. Now, if you can see, where is it? Oh, it's right behind the one window frame is not where the birdhouse is, but the next window frame is coming down right in front of our little apple tree. And beyond the fence, under the little apple tree, hidden by the window frame, is an adult coyote who has been making himself or herself at home, lounging around, scratching fleas, sleeping in our neighbor's backyard. Now there's nothing to get too fussed about with coyotes usually, but interestingly enough, we've had several attacks, and we're talking about a senior citizen who was sitting outside of her residence, and the coyote came up and bit her on the hip or leg. Another woman was, on a bicycle path or something in Burlington, and she was bit on the back of the neck by a coyote. And there was a little boy who was sitting on his porch, like a toddler, sitting on his porch. His dad had just gone to get him a drink of water, and a coyote came up onto the porch and bit him too, on the back of the neck, I believe. So the authorities have found they believe they've found the coyotes responsible, and they've either eliminated them from the area, or they've actually eliminated them, which is sad. But on the other hand, a senior citizen in a senior's residence and a little boy on a porch. Maybe the woman was close to the den or something, but what they think is that there was actually a den of coyotes that were aggressive in nature for some reason or another, and so they've dealt with them. But we have signs up all over the city saying, coyotes in the area, and they've, made it public about, don't crouch down, stay big, walk away, that kind of thing. So it's not that. But I just thought it was kind of interesting to see him this afternoon. We reported the sighting because that's what you're supposed to do. But, they're not going to come and do anything to that coyote. They just want to know where he is. Breathtaking Gown is on Celtic Cat. Now, I did not get permission from Blair to do this, but you're supposed to be able to cover anybody, and I'm not using music. And I don't know how I'll do with this at all. But my friend and mentor, Blair Packham, who introduced me to Song Studio back in 2012, he has a song that references one of the few or maybe the only Halloween song. And that song is, of course, the Monster Mash. So I'm going to do an a cappella cover of Monster Mash, and then I'm going to sing Blair's song. Blair, forgive me. It's going to be less than perfect. But Monster Mash was written by Bobby Pickett, and is considered one of the one-shot wonders because it was huge. It's huge. Of course, it gets played every single year in around Halloween because it's it's fun. but it's probably also one, if not the only, Halloween song. I was working in the lab late one night when my eyes beheld an eerie sight, for my monster from his slab began to rise, and much to my surprise, he did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast, the ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt. From my electrodes they did the monster mash, the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash, the monster mash. It caught on in a flash, the monster mash. They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun. Woohoo! The party had just begun. Woohoo! The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rockin', all were digging the sounds, eager on chains backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker Five. They did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. They played the monster mash. Out from his coffin, Drac's voice did ring. He seems he was troubled by just one thing. He opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist? They now mash. The monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash. It's now the monster mash. Now everything's cool. Drac's a part of the band, and my monster mash is a hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them Boris sent you. And then you can mash. You do my graveyard smash. Then you can mash. You'll catch on in a flash. Then you can mash. Then you can monster mash. Easy, you gore, you imperious young boy. Wahoo! The monster mash. Wahoo! The monster mash. Wahoo! The monster mash. Wahoo! The monster mash. Hey, Susan, you're here again. It may be just be you and I again. I'm not sure. I'm working towards getting this circulated to more sites, but haven't got there yet. So, Bobby Boris Pickett, wherever you are, apologies. I am, that's the closest I could come to the actual sound of the Monster Mash. So here is Blair Packham's one-hit wonder, and he's got this great story about actually meeting Bobby Boris Pickett and, sending him his song and this kind of thing, and not getting the greatest reception, but I can't tell that story. You have to hear it from Blair. If you ever hear of Blair's group way back when was called the Jitters, so I'm probably too old to actually have, plugged into the Jitters. I knew the name, and some people may be too young, but there's got to be a group of you out there that remember the Jitters, and they are doing shows again. It's just incredible. I went to one, and Blair puts out an album every once in a while, CD. And in fact, One Hit Wonder was on his, I don't know if I've got it on here. It was on a Could Have Been King, an album that Blair released a little while ago. Imagine Bobby Boris Pickett in a parking lot, Sarasota, Florida. The evening air is not too hot. It's Halloween night, 1992. Bobby Boris Pickett with a pickup band who's hoping just to make a splash, but thinking not tonight as they all shake hands and crank up the chords to the Monster Mash. 20 people or so glance up from their beers as Bobby is introduced. And for the millionth time in 30 years, the monster's revived and let loose. And they clap for the one-hit wonder and laugh at the tune they know. And they dance and they sing to the song they first heard so many years ago. He's wearing Frankenstein grease paint and old suit and boots, standing on the makeshift stage. And it's a midnight gig, a nightmare gig, And it's not too cute, but his rent is due, so Bobby bears down, trying to fill out the crowd. He starts reminiscing as the band goes from bad to worse. Some moron yells out, "Hey, shut up and sing." So Bobby launches into the verse. Fronting this band of mulleted boys who are younger than his song, Bobby shuffles his feet and finds his voice, and with knowing grins, the crowd sings along. And they clap for the one-hit wonder and laugh at the tune they know. And they dance and they sing and to the song that they first heard so many years ago. Bobby will joke that it's all been a lark, but 30 years on, he's still trapped in the dark. His Hollywood gang, more famous or dead, don't hang out with him no more, so Bobby gigs instead. And they clap for the one-hit wonder and laugh at the tune they know. And they dance and they sing to the song they first heard so many years ago. And they laugh at the one-hit wonder. Well, what the hell have they ever done? Have they ever hit the heights and had a string of hits? Well, the one-hit wonder had won. The one-hit wonder had won. And I just think that it's a great song. I mean, I was going to try to actually sing it, but sort of sing talk through it. But it's a really fun song, and so you could probably find that on whatever platform you listen to music on. It's from Could Have Been King by Blair Packham, released in 2003. That was released the album was released in 2004, and it's a great little song. I really love it. And when Blair sings it from the stage, everybody in the audience does this little double clap. They clap for the one-hit wonder, and it's so much fun. So Susan, happy birthday. I know, I'm just like, oh my goodness. It's one of the difficulties. It's kind of my only disappointment this year. I've been, I've been quite used to the kind of a pace that we have to take and the isolation that we have to keep. But what I'm concerned about is the fact that, well, it's not a concern. It's just a kind of like, oh gee. Because I did have these birthday parties, open mic birthday parties for my 65th and my 70th, and I had really wanted to do it for my 75th, but there's no way. I can't do that, so this will be it, or whatever I do on Sunday. Listen, guys, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to turn off my light and plug in the battery. Oh, it's still got 22%. We're okay. Oh, I thought I had plugged it in before, but maybe it didn't take. I would really love to have you on my email list. I know I keep saying this, but the thing is, it's real important, and even if I'm late, you can join my email list, and I will make sure that you know what's happening. And the next message that's going to go out is going to be about you're going to be able to buy those mugs directly from my website. Finally, it was just a maddening thing. And I don't even know if I've got the I don't have those. I don't have the picture of the mugs up anymore, but I went through this whole thing yesterday. I'll tell you about it later. It's just kind of a maddening thing. That's what I'm working on right now when I get a chance. So sign up if you haven't, please, and I will get in touch with you more that way. Oh yeah, well here's the story actually I was going to tell you about. But first of all, what I'm going to do is okay. So yeah, I have my account at Printful, Print on Demand. We've got these designs, and I ordered samples from them. I have 3 to send out to one woman and 1 to send to another friend. But I was trying to make a shop in Shopify. That wasn't working. I switched over to Squarespace. That was just about as opaque as Shopify was. And then I finally, even though Printful told me that I couldn't do it with Bandzoogle because they weren't a partner, just by accident yesterday, I found this video about how to connect Printful to a Bandzoogle website. So I went through it all and everything, and I did everything I was supposed to do, and I was sure I did it right, but no mugs appeared on in my store, in my website. And a great fellow named Gideon got back to me from Printful, and he said, well, you do this, this. I've done it. It's syncing now, and, so let's wait and see. So today, between my physiotherapy and this show, I went in, and no, there are no mugs in my store. So I have to get back. I did get back to Gideon, actually, and I'm hoping he's working on it. I just can't figure out whether I've done something wrong or they've done something wrong. But sit tight, Marianne and Brian. Those mugs are coming to you. I'm just really getting annoyed. I just might have to order some more samples from them and send them to you myself. But, I'm caring for a gravely ill loved one, and other than this live, everything gets neglected. And the danger to that person from COVID and pathogens keeps me in isolation, and no gigs or anything. So I just have to do what I can, and it will be fixed, I'm sure. I just was really hoping to have it fixed by today, but maybe by Sunday I will have that with Gideon's help. So I don't have a Halloween song. I'm going to sing my spookiest song, which is Dancing to the Neverland. And it's one of the songs where the backing track just went up in smoke, disappeared one time. So I'm going to sing it over my own voice. It's one you may never have heard it unless you have Cool Cat, because that's what it's from. And also, I should warn you, I tend to harmonize automatically. So I don't know if I'll be singing with my voice or harmonizing with my voice. It remains to be seen. On the opium of new kisses, firm kisses, smooth kisses. I float on the opium of new kisses, dancing to the Neverland. Lost in the touch of smooth skin, firm lips, questing hands. Lost in the touch of questioning eyes that take me dancing to the Neverland. Oh, speak to me, talk to me, what do you want from me? Love, I grow weary, and soon I must rest. Speak to me, sing to me, what will you bring to me? I am so weary, I must find some rest. Like the somnambulist with limbs grown heavy, oh so heavy, far too heavy. Like the somnambulist I follow your lead that takes me dancing to the Neverland. Oh, speak to me, talk to me, what do you want from me? Love, I grow weary, and soon I must rest. Speak to me, sing to me, what will you bring to me? I am so weary, I must find some rest. Words rise slowly, oh so slowly, drifting to the surface in the sleepy mouth, stirring the waters, the dark, dark waters of my need for the Neverland. Oh, speak to me, come to me, what have you done to me? Let me lie down with my head on your chest. I must rest. Speak to me, come to me, what have you done to me? Let me lie down. Speak to me, sing to me, what will you bring to me? Oh, I'm so weary, and soon I must rest. Speak to me, come to me, what have you done to me? Let me lie down. Speak to me, talk to me, what do you want from me? Love, I grow weary, and soon I must rest. Speak to me, come to me, what have you done to me? Let me lie, let me lie, let me lie, let me lie down, let me lie down. With my head on your chest. Well, there you go. That's Dancing to the Neverland, my spooky song. So I'm going to try something. There's a little note under your comment that says add to broadcast. Let me just see what happens if I do that. Oh, I don't know what it did. Did it go in there? Huh. Well, I think it's way over here. Underneath all of my stuff, it's way over on the side. I won't be able to see it. There it is, right there. Look at that. Ta-da! So... that's fun. Oops. Now what have I done? Okay. So that is a really interesting trick. I have to find out more about that. I'm just going to leave it there. That's really nice. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that is my spooky song. I'm going to start talking fast now. I was going to do the chronological genealogy, but you know what? I can't. I'm not going to have time to do that. So what I am going to do is end it with one of my songs, and it had to be a shot of whiskey. I might cheat and have it on Sunday, on my birthday as well. This video was shot at Say What, which is where I held my 65th and 70th birthday, but it was an open mic of some kind, and to do with Song Studio, I think probably during Song Studio. And if you want to give me a birthday present, PayPal me with tips, or you can also go to my Facebook and see that for my birthday I am supporting Inspire, which is an organization that provides bursaries to Indigenous post-secondary students. So I'm going to go right ahead and say bye-bye, Bama P. I'll see you next time, and that will be November the 10th. And we're going to go out with a shot of whiskey, I think, if I can find it here. Where is it? Oh, there we go. Bama P. See you next time. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. My friends are with me and we're feeling alright. The band is pumping out our favorite songs. The joint is jumping as we sing along. Another round, I won't put up a fight. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Monday to Friday, it's the day of the grind. Go to church on Sunday when we rest and play. There goes the weekend before Saturday. The only time we can do it upright. A shot of whiskey.
bring that bottle over here and pour me a whiskey, a double whiskey, a shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. A double whiskey, a shot of whiskey, a double whiskey on a Saturday night. Another round, I will put up a fight. A shot of whiskey on a Saturday night. Take it, boys. Susie is dancing with Danny. Davy is dancing with Dan. I'm on the loose with nothing to lose. I'm gonna get me a man. Another a shot of whiskey on a Saturday